If you have not become a patron of the Geocache Talk Network, what are you waiting for? Patron levels start as low as a Bison Tube level at $3 a month. To sign up is easy. Simply go to the Geocache Talk website and click on the Become a Patron button, or go to patreon.com/Geocache Talk. Patrons now get the famous Blackout coin, invites to special events, and other really great items throughout the year. Become a patron today. Have you subscribed to FTF Magazine yet? FTF Magazine is the #1 geocaching magazine available. It is a quarterly magazine that you can be part of. Submit your geocaching milestones and adventures to be published. FTF Magazine is also interactive with puzzles to solve and a hunt to find Spartacus. If you can solve the puzzle or find Spartacus, then you will be entered in to win a special pack tag. Every new subscription, you will receive a special swag pack. Subscribing is easy. Just visit FTF's website, ftfgeo.com. Don't miss out and subscribe today.
Hello and welcome to Challenge Talk, part of the Geocache Talk Network. You can watch the show live on the first Sunday of each month. Feel free to jump over to YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter to watch the broadcast live and join the wonderful and active chat room, or listen to the entire show later on your favorite podcast player.
In this episode, we'll be talking about CacheFest Memphis and the 2023 Challenge Academy information and pre-event challenges.
Oh, we're so excited about this, guys. But also, we have prizes to give away each show to our listeners. Between each show, be sure to email your challenge cache finds to challengetalkpodcast@gmail.com, and you could be a winner.
Later in the show, we'll also play our special game exclusively for the live audience, the Wheel of Challenges. So listen live, get your email app ready, and follow instructions. When the time comes, you can have a chance at winning tonight's grand prize.
And at the end of the show, we'll highlight some of the challenge caches you found, and someone will win our coveted monthly giveaway. So hi, Tim. How are you?
Great. It's been a wild ride this last month.
Oh yeah? How so?
Yeah. I think I talked about last month that one of my goals for this year was to slow down my caching, that I would not get 300, 400, 500 caches a month. I was just 100 was fine with me. Well, April, I went over 530 finds.
Ooh,
So,
that is not slower.
no, it is not slower at all. And I didn't even try. I'm just accumulating these numbers. And I was with some friends this weekend for something called a Duck Jeep event, which is a Jeep geo art. Everybody there had a Jeep or rode in a Jeep, and we got 94 caches in the geo art.
Very fun.
So I'm 6 days in and I'm over 100 already.
That sounds great. That's
How about
fun.
you?
Well, life got in the way of geocaching this past month. But life things, good things, whatever. But yesterday I got out and I found a lot of caches. Still working my way to my big milestone, but yesterday helped a lot. And I went and finished off a challenge trail. So I may have said before, but when I first moved to Oregon and found this challenge trail, which is close to Albany, Oregon, I knew that you could sign a log and not claim the find until you meet the challenge.
Right.
But at that time I was like, I don't know if I want to play that way. Okay, I am long over. I don't know if I want to play that way. Like, I can't believe I didn't sign those logs. So I'm not that far from this challenge trail, but I'm always on my way to somewhere else. So finally yesterday, I ended my caching day by going and signing every one of those logs that I hadn't signed before, whether I qualified or not. So took care of it.
And now you get to sit down on some rainy, cold day and go through those challenges and see which ones you qualify or not.
Yeah. 3 of them, I really need to step up my game and log finds, DNFs, whatever, and mention who I'm with, because these are old challenges where you have to say who you cached with and mention over 100 different cachers. And then the next one I think is 125 and the next one's 150. I think I have the numbers right there. Yes. So, I mean, for a very long time now, I haven't done that at all. So It's almost going to be like a habit change to qualify for these
Yeah.
challenges.
Well, I know what you're going to be doing at CacheFest then when you go out with all of
Yes.
our fans and our friends, and you'll be
All
writing all
right.
their names in the log. That's
I
like
love
crazy.
it. Everyone at CacheFest, come cache with me.
There
Help
you
me out
go.
here. That's
All
great.
right. Well, and we've got some news, right, about
We do
CacheFest?
have some news. So
I
we
do.
have
You do.
CacheFest news.
Okay.
Yeah. So, we want to make sure you all know that the last day to buy packages for CacheFest is May 20th. And so here I'm going to pop the link up on the screen. You can simply go to cachefest.com and follow the link to the store and buy your packages. So don't miss out on that. That's just under 2 weeks to go to buy your packages. Also, 4 more side events will publish soon. So make sure you watch for those so you can log your will attends, help us out with letting us know who's going to be at them. And also the main schedule or the main event schedule for CacheFest that Saturday will be publishing soon. So you can know how to plan your day. And something you all might be very interested in is knowing that the keys, if you have a key for the vault or you want to watch the action, that's going to be around 2 p.m. on the event day. And
All right.
you'll want to be
So keys to the vault. What's this vault thing?
wait.
Wait.
One more announcement about the time where people will be trying to open the vault. We'll also be announcing the location of CacheFest 2024.
Oh.
Not either.
Well, I heard it's Alaska already.
Oh, that
Maybe.
would be amazing. I can't wait to
Wouldn't
go
it be
back to
amazing?
Alaska.
I could be wrong, but I'm probably wrong.
We don't know. So we're in it with you guys. We wanna hear where CacheFest next year will be.
All right. And for anybody new, the keys to the vault is one of the games that we came up with, the Geocache Talk Network came up with. So do you have the intro, Emily? So this is it. That's what the vault is. Very little information, although every host for any of the Geocache Talk Network shows was given 5 keys to hide around the world. And I heard that we've had several countries win. I know that we've had Canada in. We've had a number of different states in, and we are now down to key 27. But that only means we have 18 more keys to be found.
Fun.
And key number 27 hasn't been found yet. So do you think we should give out a clue for the key?
I think people want it. I think that's part of the reason why the live folks are here tonight.
Are they? I haven't seen that in the chat room. I've seen
really?
a lot of pizza.
Oh,
I've seen
you
a
guys
lot
are
of
here
pizza
for
in the chat room
challenges.
tonight.
Oh, pizza talk?
So,
okay. Pizza talk and challenges.
Pizza talk. So, all right, for those of you, for anyone out there that's interested, here is the clue for key 27. Star Wars themed. I have absolutely no idea where this is. Clue number 3.
Key 27, clue 3.
Yeah, hopefully you will know where this is. Later on, this will be published to the Facebook site. You can also go to the Facebook site for if you happen to be on Facebook. That you can go to Facebook groups, CacheFest Memphis, the Vault, and you can see all the clues. You can see key 1. Why can't I talk tonight? Key 1 and 2 and 3. All right, and so the next thing we want to talk about.
Well, I was going to say, don't forget, the reason you want to try to find these keys is because if your key opens the vault, there is going to be swag, books, geocoins, gift cards, lots and lots of prizes inside this vault, and consolation prizes for just plain finding a key and bringing it and trying to open the vault with it. This is
If you
just
find a
such
key, you win something, and if you get
classic.
the
It's just
key,
like
you win
classic
everything.
fun. I know. I love it. I am so excited
I
to
can't
hear what
find a key
happened.
though.
I know. Sorry, Tim. Me neither.
I like being on the other side of the show. All
Yeah.
right, other news for tonight. Let's go to this one, which is
Ooh, the
our
Wheel of
monthly.
Challenges.
Somebody stole that name. I love the colors. I love the frog, but
It is fun. It is
it
fun.
is.
I bought the Geo coin too. It's a spinner coin. It's fun.
Oh, I didn't see that. I should look for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So anyway, this month I'm done already. I finished on Saturday.
Very good. I'm close.
Are
I'm
you?
close.
Okay.
I need 9 or less geocaches to go.
Okay. Awesome. So if you don't know, you need 100 points to get an easy souvenir, 1,000 points to get you a hard souvenir. You get 10 points for every cache you find, but if your cache is a favorited one, you could get an additional 10 points for that cache, or 20. And if you happen to be the owner of a favorited cache, which I think I got like 5 favorite points over the weekend for my caches,
Nice.
you get 50 points. So you can build your 50 or you build your 1,000 very quickly.
Very quickly if you receive them. Yeah. So the hard one did not come to me last month. I think that's the first challenge in years that I didn't achieve. But I'm also curious with what they've teased. I feel like there might be some challenges coming up that I just won't be able to do either. So I'm like taking the pressure off myself. Looking forward to CacheFest stuff. So
There you go.
that's our focus.
I am
tonight.
so super excited about CacheFest to get into all of the great things that we have to talk about tonight. We're going to release some things. We're going to spill some beans. We're going to do all kinds of wonderful things.
Yes. But
what?
But
what?
We have to bring someone else in here to talk about CacheFest. So
We have a special guest.
We have a special guest, someone who helps us out to make all of this happen. Welcome back, Jeff.
Hello.
Oh, everyone.
Long time no see.
Jeff.
Really?
Yeah, welcome back.
Welcome, Jeff.
So
and you've got a partner with you.
Yeah. Who's with you, Jeff?
Who is?
This is Stephanie.
Hello.
Hi, Stephanie.
F Nightingale.
Yeah.
You know what the F stands for? F Nightingale.
In Stephanie's name?
Fun.
Well, there's that.
What?
Of Nightingale fame. Florence Nightingale.
Florence.
Ooh,
Sweet.
What a pretty name. Lovely. And you're here helping Jeff present tonight?
To talk about a few things, yeah. I think so.
Oh,
Cool.
all right.
Well,
So-
yeah, Jeff helps us out. You know, Jeff was a huge part of helping make the pre-event and just plain a lot of our materials, our challenges for CacheFest. And so we definitely
I
tapped
know it
into
took
his
him a lot of work.
Yeah, we definitely tapped into his abilities again this year. So Jeff,
Takes a little bit of time.
yeah, we appreciate what you've done for us. And I know as everyone looks forward to it and hears about it tonight, they will too. So we're glad to have you here to talk through some of this with us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yep.
And it's
And
not just-
I mean, everybody knows that Jeff was a big part of bringing Challenge Talk to the network. And so, you know, we wouldn't be here if not for him. He did a lot of work at CacheFest 22. So we brought him back for CacheFest 23, his creative art. And with that, so between when you left and today, tell us what you've been up to.
There's a lot of stuff that's been happening.
What? What?
What's that?
What?
What was that?
Ooh,
Whoa!
shiny.
Yeah, there's been a few changes. And
Well, congratulations, you guys.
not yet, not yet.
Yeah.
No, that's coming up later in the year. But
Okay.
yeah, no, there's been a lot of stuff happening. It's been real busy, and it's been a little less geocaching than usual. But
excellent adventures, right?
Yes, absolutely. And but no, knowing that CacheFest is coming up, you know, it's like it's going to be a busy summer, a very busy summer.
Unfortunately, I've given him the old ball and chain, and he can't go this year.
I've got one event planned, but that's it. It's just going to be a packed summer.
Yeah. These things happen.
Yeah.
And you left the Challenge Talk theme for what is it? TGIF Radio?
Yes,
Did I get that
TGIF
right?
geocaching radio. Yep. So
Okay.
when the pandemic began, kind of like Challenge Talk, I started doing a monthly hangout on Cache the Line, and I called it TGIF. Let's hang out, live stream various topics once a month, and it just kind of evolved over time. And I decided to go with a structured podcast audio show, and it's been working out great so far. Geocaching
Awesome.
radio. I don't think there's another podcast that has radio in it for geocaching. So.
No, that's a pretty
Oh.
nifty thing. Houston, Texas. Dave says, "Love TGIF radio."
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
Yeah. And I listen to it
Experience on there as
regularly
well.
too.
That's right. The first episode of TGIF Radio, Caching with a Partner.
Muggle partner.
A Muggle partner, right?
Muggle partner. So yeah, do I take it then, Stephanie? You're not getting 100 caches this month?
No.
No.
Sorry.
Maybe one or two.
Jeff logs my caches. I just go with them. You know, in hockey they call it like a puck bunny. I'm just more like a geocaching bunny. It's like I just go because he likes to go and we spend time together. And
Yeah.
Awesome.
I like outdoors. I've always been outdoorsy, so yeah, I enjoy that.
Yeah, that's how it
Cool.
is. My husband will take me anywhere for me to jump out of the car, get the cache. He's even quit logging Adventure Labs. It's just not for him, but
Yeah.
fully
It happens.
supportive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I know I've got there's some people and friends in the community. You know that they're married, but you only ever see one person. You
Yeah,
never
isn't that
see
funny?
the other.
Oh yeah. Well,
Like-
I took my wife to a CETO event because her yoga class for the night got canceled, and so she was like, what do you want to do? And I said, well, there's ice cream after the CETO event, and she was like, okay, I'm all in for that. And so we did the CETO and we walked around for a little bit, and then I heard from some friends they were like, who was that lady you were with? And they'd never met her, and she's so shy and sat off to the side that I was like, oh, that was just my wife. And she was like, why didn't you introduce her? So I understand how it is, and and Stephanie, you'll fit in the community perfectly.
Yeah.
I'm still working off a little bit of a cough, so I'm going to try to get off the microphone if I have to cough.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
No problem. Well, we do want to talk about everything that you guys want to know about CacheFest and what Challenge Academy is doing. So we're going to start off with our big one, the one that we call our pre-event challenge. And this is what a lot of you worked on last year. This is challenging you guys to do a whole number of things between May, and we are giving you from May 1st. So May to CacheFest, that Saturday, the mega event day. So, and that's July 15th, right?
Right.
So you have 2.5 months to do what we're going to present to you guys. So if you did it last year or you followed along last year, it's going to be familiar to you. We're going to have what we're going to call geo rivers. So you can see this passport. Might look a little crazy, but if you look at it full size on your computer, printed out, you'll be able to follow along really well. And we're going to have this linked on the event page. And also we'll be able to give you guys the link to it so you can print this out for yourself and see what all of this says. But if you look at the bottom, you can see 4 different topics in the blue bars, and these are the geo rivers that we are going to have you guys work on. You can work on as little or as much as you want, but each one of these is a different theme, and they all lead to CacheFest. So pick your route that you want to do, because we want this to be fun, of course. So Tim, tell us about these different rivers.
All right. So, and in the rivers, we took a lot of feedback, and we greatly appreciate all the feedback that came in from our listeners and followers. And we tried to make things easy for some and more challenging for the veteran challengers, if you will. We had Jeff in mind when we were doing this, so we didn't do any Iron Man daily challenges, but
Streaks.
no streaking. I'm older, and so I remember streaking as something completely different. We're not going there.
Something we don't want to do.
No. So some of them are similar, some of them are harder. And one of the things that we did is you do not have to complete a river in order to earn the coveted path tag.
Right.
You only have to get so many points. And each task on the river is worth 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
We have 50 tasks for you to complete. Now, if you happen to complete a river, there's 5 bonus points available. And so you can be, the more points you get, obviously, the more points you want to do, the more prizes that you are eligible to win.
Right.
So if we look at the Fizzy Fix, you need 10 different DTs. Should be easy, I hope. Next level is 15, then 30, then 40. They can be for any cache, any type, anywhere. Just need to hit the DT. But then we move into 1 type of cache, 2 types of cache, and 3 types of cache. Maybe pushing yourself a little bit to find 1 DT that's above a 3.5, 3.5. Maybe 2 DTs that are 3.5 and above. And the big challenge at the end of that river is to find 1 5.0 difficulty or terrain. You don't need a 5.5. A 1.5 will do, or a 5.1 will do for any cache type. It just has to be 1. So we're going to push you a little bit more. And to answer the question, if you were to get 40 DTs in 1 day, yes, you would already qualify for the 10 and the 15. This is not a cumulative kind of event.
It's progressive. You work your way up the ladder.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. What you've done will help you out for the whole thing.
Yeah. The only exception to that comes into the power caching thread, where we're going to make you find, or we're not going to make you find, you're going to choose to find maybe 50 caches in a month, 25 caches in 1 day. There's another one that's 25 finds in 2 months. Now, if you find 50 caches this month, that does not qualify you for 2 months of 25 finds. But if you find 100 finds in 2 months, then it's cumulative to everybody else. And the capstone on the power cacher is to find 400 total finds between May 1st and July 15th. So there's some work for you.
So here's another question then.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
The 25 finds in 1 day, that also qualifies you for 25 finds in 2 months, right?
It qualifies you for 1 month of the 2 months.
Of the 2. Oh, so it's 25 finds in 2. Yes, okay, never mind. I get the grammar now.
There you go. I know it's a Canadian English thing. I get it. I'm sorry.
And when you guys
It's
have
not
this
over 2 months.
passport, in front of you, I think you'll be able to really easily follow along.
He does
Just
have
follow
it.
that dotted line, even though there's a few squiggles in there.
Yeah. And again, we brought back the pictures because we know that a lot of pictures, people love taking pictures when they're out. We'd like you to post them to the social media sites, but if you're not a social butterfly like me, all you have to do is put them into your photo album and bring your photo album to CacheFest.
Right.
We're going to do things a little differently at CacheFest. For those that were there last year, we got long line and we had lots of spinning of the wheel. And so we're going to try to do it a little bit differently this year. And so when we get the challenge checkers ready, that will give us the amount of base points you have for any of the given rivers, and it will tell us which of the rivers you've completed. And we're going to ask that you do that. You run those challenges either before you come to CacheFest or while you're at CacheFest. So you can come up to us, and we're going to have the same kind of a table arrangement, and bring your proof of qualification. We will have documentation on the pictures posted to social media, but if we have 5 and you have 10, then we want you to show us your album and give you the 10. So help us help you reach
Right.
that
Help
70.
us help you not to stand in a really long line and to really show off what you've accomplished.
And hey, if you really want to, you could just print out all your pictures and bring it in an actual photo album.
Oh my goodness,
You
that
could.
would be
Wouldn't that be
like
cool?
gold.
That would be amazing. So yeah, so now some of the pictures we're asking you to do are very, very similar to last year. So find a geocaching podcast host and take your picture with them. Find a frog themed item. It doesn't have to be Signal, but any frog will do. But if it's Signal, all the better. That's why we're in this game.
Mhm.
One of the pictures is to show off your CacheFest 22 item that you may have. Geocaching with friends. We want to see your friends and we want to see you out on the trail. So there are 20 tasks within the photo stream, 10 within the power caching, 10 within the well-rounded cacher, and 10 within the fizzy fixer. So that's our 50 points, and the 5 points each when you get it. So your total possible is 70 points.
Right. And based on how many points you earn is what prizes you get. So we're not going to spill the beans on what our prizes are, but the more points you earn, the better. And the more points you earn, you have chances to earn more. Right, Tim?
Right.
So,
yeah, we don't want to give away all the beans, but these are going to be very coveted prizes.
Right.
And
So you're
and
gonna,
our
yeah.
supplies are limited.
Right. So come as early as you can on CacheFest morning. So you're going to get something at the table if you have enough points. And then we can talk more later because we'll talk about a few more of our passports about what we're going to do in our Challenge Academy session. So
Okay, I do
stay
have to
tuned for
spill
that.
some beans.
I'll spill some beans, Tim.
I do have to spill some beans. You only need one task completed to win a coveted prize. So if you make the attempt, one task.
You mean like
gets
one
you in the door.
box?
One box. So find 5 caches on one day and you get a point.
Or take a picture.
Yeah.
Well, the picture has to be one of in the the group. It can't just be a picture.
Oh yeah, well, a picture on the river. Yes,
a picture on the river.
items.
Yes, if it's a picture on the river, you get a point. So a point gets you in. We are calling, if you get 1 to 16 points, you're going to be a hobby challenger. You like challenges, but if you get 17 to 50 points, you're a sporting challenger. You got it in your blood. However, over 50 points and you're obsessed. Yes. So
yes.
Those are our categories where we will have different things. So collect as many points as you can, but 1 point gets you in. So there is something for everyone.
Right. And we forgot to say, you'll definitely want to use our hashtag when you post these to social media. That's how we're going to be able to find it and track it for you. And that's going to be hashtag Challenge Academy.
Right. We'll have our little wizards out there combing the internet. Are they spiders? Is that what they call them?
Spiders?
Spiders will be working the internet overtime.
I don't know. That's cute though. But yeah, so, and that hashtag spiders. Is on the what is this? Passport. You'll be able to re-reference that. So hashtag Challenge Academy.
Yeah.
And we will have these passports. These passports are those white boxes, so you can print it off and you can mark them off with your pen, highlighter, all that. So easy to keep track of before the event.
Yep. Yeah. That's our artist. And again, thank you so much to Jeff for putting that all together. And no, Houston, Texas, Dave, we're not doing that kind of a spin tonight with the hashtag Challenge Academy, but nice try. Appreciate that. So that's really the big pre-announced news. These came in late this afternoon, so we will get them posted just as quickly as you can so you can get started on them. But if you simply go out and cash, you are earning your way to a river today.
Right.
So
So,
Yep.
and like I said, this started May 1st. We wanted to eliminate any confusion. So you guys can just get your hands on the passport and then figure out what you've already done and set your goals for yourself.
there you go.
Yeah. And yeah, all of our prizes for these passports will be in-person prizes at CacheFest at the mega event on July 15th. So if you remember, we also had some challenges that took place the week of. And so you guys got your passports in the packets. And when you buy a swag pack, it came with swag. It came with puzzles from the puzzle guys. It came with our challenge passports. So we're going to have challenge passports in there again. So one of those passports, and we're not showing you guys anything. You know, we're just giving the teaser so you know what to expect and how to plan your what to do. So first of all, get your hands on your swag pack as soon as possible in the week so you have as much time as possible to work on these things.
And
But
remember, we said get them before May 20th.
yes, buy your
So
swag
you got to
packs
get your
before
swag
May
pack before May
20th.
20th.
Yes, yes. So one of them, we are going to do what we're calling a CacheFest challenge passport. And we did this last year. We highlighted different spots around Shelby Farms, which was the gigantic host park for the mega event. This year we're changing it up a little because, you know, we already used that. So we need to do something different. And so, Tim, you want to talk just enough about this passport?
Oh, I don't know if I can. So again, we are going to challenge you to go caching. There's a
Right.
surprise. Um, we have a number of goals that you should you attempt to complete the passport. And our research team went around Shelby Farms to make sure that if you find the right caches in Shelby Farm, the right combination of caches, you will qualify for every challenge on the passport. So you don't have to leave the grounds.
Right. So while you're at CacheFest, the majority of you will find caches as well. And so pay attention to what you're finding and how you can use those to accomplish what our week of challenge is. Week
Right.
of. Does that sound about right? Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded right. Week of.
Week of.
Once you get your packet, there will be more to do. And as was last year, the packages are going to be packed full of stuff. We know that the Puzzle Academy boys are doing stuff, and the Gadget Cache folks are going to have their pieces to the puzzle in there. Like I said, we have 3 different components that we're putting into the registration packet. Do you want to talk about the next one?
Yeah, but first I will say, so this challenge passport, if you turn in an incomplete passport, there will be a prize, and if you turn in a completed passport, there's an even better prize. So we want to award you guys for all your participation. So
Always go
yes.
for that full card.
Oh yeah.
Go for the
sure.
full card.
Well, speaking of full card, bingo is back. So social bingo is always fun. So we want to do it again because you're going to be mixing and mingling with people you know, people you don't know. Your bingo card is not going to look like the same one that you filled out last year. And kind of true to last year, we're going to make it challenge specific. So not just a regular geocaching bingo that you're used to, but a bingo related to challenges. So again, bingo's pretty simple. I think everyone understands it. You're going to get it in your package. Start working on it as soon as possible, and you will get a prize for completing at least one bingo and a better prize for a full card. So again, and all of these, like we said, prizes are limited. Come as early as you can to try to get your hands on the prizes.
So in our third piece comes again directly from the feedback we received. CacheFest was a blast last year, but we didn't have too many kid things. So we're defining a youth cacher as someone who is 13 years of age or less. They're going to be a youth, because we figured by the time you're 13 to 14 years old, you may or may not have your own caching account. You're probably ready to leave mom and dad. Yeah, as Jeff rolls his eyes, mom and dad just aren't cool anymore. Yeah, I gotta go. Yeah. So for those 13 and under, we have a special challenge to you. You're going to have to go find Signal.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about as well. Once you find Signal, you'll get a paw print, and you'll turn in your challenge sheet at the table before the Cache Challenge Academy, and you will be entered into a drawing to again win a very special coveted prize that you do not have to share with mom and dad, even though they brought you to the event probably. And mom and dad might think these are really cool, and they might get you ice cream instead, for you to trade out your prize.
Trade you. That's great. That's great. Yeah. And so this is going to be an interactive day of challenge, the mega event day, July 15th. The kids will be able to do this. But we are going to throw something else in the packet for kids. And this is just a coloring, kind of event or challenge. I don't know if challenge is the right word for coloring, but we just want to have one more thing for your families to do, and we would love to feature the kids' art on future shows, on our social media, etc. If you're comfortable with us sharing that.
Yep. And what I didn't do, and if you looked at the preview to the show on YouTube, you may have seen a new CacheFest logo.
Yeah.
Which I didn't bring up. So there's a Memphis CacheFest logo that is colored, but the one you get in your packet might not be. In fact, I guarantee it won't be. and you can pick out however color you want to do it. And then, yes, we'd love to have them submitted the day of or afterwards through email to challengetalkpodcast@gmail.com. And again, with permission of parents, we'd be happy to show those off at future shows.
Yeah. And so all of these challenges, with the exception of the coloring page, when you guys turn these in based on, the pre-event challenge, based on that number of points you get, that title of type of challenger that you are, you're going to be entered into have a chance to spin our wheel of challenges. So last year, our wheel of challenges was on our table at CacheFest, where we got our lines really backed up. This year, our wheel is going to be during Challenge Academy. And so you want to turn your, if you want a chance to spin the wheel and then hopefully win your spin, and because we're going to check you against a challenge cache that's the wheel lands on, just like the show that we do every month. And then if you win, you get a prize. So we want you to be able to participate in this. So if that interests you, we want to have you bring your passports to us before Challenge Academy, and the schedule will be printed and published, so you'll have that information. And then attend Challenge Academy. So if we pull your name, we can spin your name against the wheel. And you, like I said, you earn that chance to be in the drawing by turning in these passports. So not only are we going to talk challenges, we're going to play challenges in Challenge Academy.
I think that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah, I think so. And then, of course, we're going to have surprises for attendees at Challenge Academy as well. So come to Challenge Academy and do all these things. Hey, you guys, just do what we tell you, right? Do these challenges.
So demanding.
I know, right? It sounded that way when I started to say it.
Well, and I know there was one other challenge that we used to talk about on the show a lot. Or at least Jeff did. You have an Ironman challenge? Is that still going on?
Yeah, that's still going.
Is it?
That's the big another bingo grid of streak challenges. I think it was if I can remember the GC code, GC3D5EB. I can't remember what the phonetic words are for those letters. 3D 5 EB.
So
and
have
people are still
you
working on it.
met the challenge yourself yet?
I haven't checked recently. I'm pretty sure I'm still
I
missing
see.
some.
See what a live show will do? We put you on the spot, and
Sorry,
you didn't
Jeff.
even know this was coming, right?
All right. So if you guys have any thoughts, any questions about CacheFest and what we're asking you to do, you can always email us at challengetalkpodcast@gmail.com. We're happy to answer questions. We're going to have this email address on our pre-event passport so you can reach out to us, and we'll try to keep you guys posted. I also had that thought. When you post your will attend to CacheFest, the mega event, you'll get email notifications of announcements that are made. So any announcements related to the upcoming events that are getting published, or if we have any announcements to talk about with this passport, that's a good way to get notified of news. But reach out to us for any questions you have.
Or feedback. So what do you think? Jeff, is it time for that that thing that you used to do? Do you have that? Do you have that sound bite? Or
if only I had it prepped. The Wheel of Challenges.
All right. Yeah. It's good to hear you saying that again, Jeff.
Nice. Well done.
All right.
We missed that. I don't do it nearly as well as you did. So
Right. No, I certainly don't.
right.
And just as a reminder, because we have a question, sorry, going back just a moment. So you can find these. We're going to publish the link for the passports in our show notes, as well as we'll get it linked in the CacheFest page as soon as possible. And we also had a reminder in the comments, log your will attends, and you can see there is the event page, GC9ZEFF. All right, but back to the Wheel of Challenges. We one live viewer each month will be selected to face off against the wheel to have a chance to win the wheel grand prize, which is a 1-year membership on Project DC. And we do ask that you limit yourself to 3 wins. But to enter, you're going to send an email with the subject containing "spin me," followed by your geocaching username in brackets, and answer the following question. What is the hashtag to use for your pre-event photos for the Geo River? And again, you can send that to challengetalkpodcast@gmail.com. All right, so I'm going to watch the email while you guys chat.
I'm going to work on the wheel.
All right. Jeff, did you have any thoughts as you were creating the rivers for us on, do you think it's harder? Do you think it's equal but different?
I like the fact that a lot of it is very similar, but there are some changes just to switch things up a little bit. And the theme is nice. I mean, we have river trails around here, geo trails of paddle caches all over the place. So
I've seen some of the paddle caches up there. And the theme is CacheFest Memphis and the riverboat. And so, we couldn't have the trails. We had to go to the geo rivers. And so
yeah. And the buoy with the flag was just kind of a very last second idea. It was like, buoys would make a great idea to follow to get to the destination.
Yeah, very fun. Again, we appreciate your creativity and helping us out. And I do have a correct answer in email. So we're going to get the wheel ready for Kitty Catch. And our answer to that question was #ChallengeAcademy. That's what you'll be using to post your photos to social media for the passport. So let's spin that wheel of challenges.
Come on, easy. Come on, easy. Ooh.
All right, 2.5 GCP 5AE1, a piece of pie challenge. So what is this challenge about?
So if I scroll down, so this is building pie out to the 7th place. First day, you have to find 3 geocaches. The second day, at least 1 geocache. So it's 3 or more, 1 or more, 4 or more, one or more on the 4th day, 5th day. So it's kind of a streak of 7 days, but different numbers for each day.
That sounds fun. I remember this now, and I like that.
Yeah.
And that's pre-moratorium, right?
I didn't look
Yeah,
when I
when was
was
it?
there.
Didn't check the
Let me
date.
go back.
Because it's about cash
Yeah,
fines.
2050.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 5 and the number of 5s. So
Yeah.
yes, it is. I should have looked at that earlier.
All right. So we're
And
gonna go to the
now,
checker and see how Kitty Catch does.
Now, see, the way this one's set up, you could qualify if you do 7 days of 10 caches a day.
you could. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Got to spell that name right. There's so many kitty names.
Did I do that right, Emily? Kitty
I
cat?
actually can't see that well, so
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay.
K-I-T-T-Y
K-I-T-T-Y-K-A-T-C-H. I think I got it. All right. Well, we have Kitty Catch somewhere. And yay!
And she qualifies.
She qualifies.
Congratulations. So
Back in 2013, she accomplished
I had a
it.
feeling she might qualify.
I really
I kind of did too. Yeah.
So congratulations. You won the 1-year membership to Project GC. And
Super.
now let's go on to our monthly challenges. So every month we give out a congratulatory shout out to listeners who email us proof of qualifying and logging a challenge cache since the last show. And anyone who sends an email to challengetalkpodcast@gmail.com with the GC code in your found it log and include a photo if you'd like. For that month, will be entered into the prize giveaway for a Challenge Talk path tag. So here's a few of the interesting challenges that we have heard about this month.
Okay, and our first one is this one, and it comes from Starcacher, who sent this one in. And this is one that I qualify for and have found. Cool. It's 1 FTF a month for 12 months straight. So this again is a 2010 challenge. It's a pre-moratorium challenge. GC 24, Papa Hotel Zulu. Sorry, those aren't the geocache talking acronyms, but I have the military ones memorized. Okay, caches at the given coordinates. Yeah, just 1 FTF to find in 12 months in a row. And
that is a very popular challenge. There's a lot of people trying to keep up.
So you're telling me that it's like only one challenge, so that when there's a first to find and we're doing something, you don't have to run out and go get it for that one.
Yes, tell you what, Stephanie, my wife is now accustomed to when I greet her in the morning and I disappear, she knows that I'm on an FTF run. And
that's
she
amazing.
Doesn't question it anymore.
And it's a new month. Haven't got an FTF yet, so
right,
got to walk for it. No. I know.
and later in the month, it starts getting more and more urgency. So you start going more and more crazy. So
how far are you willing to travel?
Don't even like you, or I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, you don't even like shared FTFs like that. He always wants to find one on his own. Like
it's preferable. It's preferable.
It is. I remember caching with Jeff. He's not really a community-oriented person. He likes to do his own way.
If it's a shared FTF, it's got to be a legit shared FTF. You know, everybody is there. We're all searching for it.
And then you still had to go out and find an FTF on your own. Like, you met someone and you were there pulling out the cache, and then Jeff was like, the guy's like, oh, my pen's not working. So we got there, and Jeff's like, oh, I'll give you the link. Okay, we'll share it. And then.
So, yeah, he found the cache, and he was holding it. And we got there while he was holding it, but he didn't have a pen. He would not have been able to sign the log and log it found unless he had a pen, and we had a pen.
So we shared it, which is like a legit share. And then.
But I wasn't satisfied. I went out and still got an
I feel what you're saying, Jeff. But also, Stephanie, this is amazing that you're here and we're getting this insight. This is very fun.
And it was like cold and windy and we had to go out.
Oh, yeah. It was early spring, so it was like another dip in the temperature. And it was up a hill, so it's like we have this old landfill hill that people use for tobogganing, and it's
Yeah.
huge.
It's called
Trashmore.
Trashmore.
Yeah, we have one of those over here too. Yeah.
Fun.
Yep.
So, Emily, what have you got?
Well, let's see what you pull up.
Oh.
I'll talk about whatever you pull up.
Oh, all right.
So this is sent in by Team Tailwagger. This is GC9W0WV. I don't know any of the alphabets. And this is Kosciuszko County, Indiana Century Challenge, and is simply to find and log 100 caches in Kosciuszko County. And I just thought this was fun because that's where I went to college for 4 years. And that was, of course, before geocaching. But as I was going through reading some of the logs, it's people were mentioning this has been possible because of the new geo art in the county. So I just thought, oh, that's cool, you know.
There has to be 100 caches in the county.
There has to be 100 caches, yeah, or else it's going to take
Right.
forever because you're waiting for caches to archive and new ones to come out. So yeah, that sounded like could be a fun destination. Maybe I need to go back for homecoming or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Oops. I still got to get the hang of this screen sharing stuff. So our next one. Yes, who sent this one in? Why am I not finding it? Oh, I'm taking one of yours. Curious KDB sent this one in. This one was really kind of interesting. It's an older challenge, pre-moratorium, out in Nebraska, and it's all about shouting. Everybody knows.
At first, I was like, a shouting challenge?
A shouting challenge. Everybody knows. Oh, and the GC is 45 Echo Delta November, EDN. And everybody knows that when you type on computers and technology, that when you use all capital letters, you are shouting.
Can I take a guess at what the challenge is?
Yes, do it.
Yeah, that's what the challenge is.
I'm
Everything
guessing
in uppercase. The title of the cache. Every letter, every character in the cache must be the capital.
Okay, yes. I was going to guess that the number of capitals you use in your logs have to be a certain percentage or something.
Oh wow, that would have been
Yeah.
Capital
No,
names.
every single letter in the name of the cache must be capitalized. The cache names must only consist of alpha letters, no numbers, no punctuation, because there's no capital of that.
right.
So it's a little bit more difficult to find.
Yeah, and
So it's
Curious
finding
KDB,
caches that are all capitals.
Yeah, she was mentioning that she thought she was on one track, and then she saw the no numbers, and so she had to recalculate. And it just really shows that sometimes these challenges we have to really be intentional on what we're doing to get them to be completely qualified for. But she was able to find a little area full of shouting challenges that helped her reach the finish line on this one.
All right, so Emily, I'll bring this one up for you. This one is GC 8X Zulu Mary 8.
Okay, so this is sent in by Will 602, the Don't Be So Negative challenge, and this is to find all negative attributes that can be indicated on a geocache, at least 5. So of every negative, you have to find 5 caches with that negative attribute. And they mentioned that the positive attributes are abounding, but to find the negatives was more of the challenge, hence the challenge. Yeah.
Yeah. And the nice thing, I mean, this particular cache is over in the Netherlands, and they've written the cache page up very nicely for those of us that don't speak Dutch. That do speak English, and for those of us silly Americans, they've got it in American English as well. So they've done a great job on the cache page. Love this, thank you for that. And the other thing that I really like about it is they have this warning. The cache is located at the end of a narrow dead-end agricultural road. It can be muddy and slippery during harvest season, so
Nice warning.
I like
You've been
that.
warned. Yeah.
Yeah, you've been warned. We were on a 2-track this weekend, and there were some really tough spots in there.
Was that in Holland? The one you just talked about?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You want to make sure you don't fall into the dike.
That would be true too. Yes.
That's my whole family's from Holland. So.
Okay.
Oh, very cool.
I don't speak it except little words.
Our next one is sent in by M Nerve, and it's GCA 62MR. And the cacher here, the CO is a confused zombie. And so the zombie challenge, I thought when I read this, I thought I was going to go in one direction, and I went in an entirely different direction.
Is their name A Confused Zombie?
The name is A Confused Zombie, or Confused Zombie. Just not A Confused, but just a confused zombie. And so this is the zombie challenge. And the challenge is to find 150 souvenirs. A much easier challenge now that HQ has started to give plenty of them out, but still, it's not so bad. And then I saw the confused zombie at the bottom of the cache page, and so I was trying to figure out how that went, where it went, and it didn't go. But that one's out. That one's out by you, Emily. That one's out in Washington.
Oh yeah, all right. I'll have to check that out.
One more.
One more.
How about this one? So
what's the GC number?
GCA0RYE.
All right. So that one is a grand favorite challenge. And this one needs you to log caches that have favorite points that, when totaled, add up to 35,000 or more favorite points.
Whoa!
There's a catch. Each cache must have been awarded a minimum of 1 grand in points. So you need I was going to say it, but I think I'm getting it wrong.
You need, so you need at least 35 caches.
35 caches with 1,000 points, or fewer caches if they are just blow you out of the water. But I ran myself through this checker out of curiosity, and let me see who sent this in. C Newman 98. Our lists were the same except for one. So it looks like we've both found a lot of caches, the locationless caches that have gotten a lot of favorite points, the headquarters geo tour caches. And so our lists were extremely similar in that way, where if you hit some of these just everybody's bucket list caches, it's kind of a shoe-in. It's easier than it sounds when you say 35,000 favorite points.
Yeah, well, I did it within. I was curious myself, and I did it within 10 caches.
Yeah,
just go to Germany.
Go to Germany.
Hanover. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that would be great.
Yeah. All right. So thank you all for sending those in. Oh, what was that, Jeff?
Gary B just said he's 12,500 short of 1 million favorite points.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Woo!
Gary, that's incredible.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome.
And again, another teaser is I've been talking to Gary offline to try to bring him into a show one day. Hopefully he'll stay in one place long enough to be on the show.
Yeah, if you guys don't realize, Gary will send us in lists.
Mm-hmm.
Long list of the challenges he accomplishes every month. It's very impressive. Yeah.
Right. Last time I talked to him on the show, he was over in Europe for a while, and he messaged me from, I think, France, and then he messaged me from Czechia, and I'm like, do you ever come home? And he's always on the go.
Is Gary home? Where is he?
Yeah, Gary, where are you?
Gary, where are
Yeah.
you tonight?
Come on, Gary, where are you
We want to
tonight?
know.
Where's Gary? Who
All
knows
right,
where
well,
Gary is tonight?
while we're waiting for Gary's answer, just a reminder to enter for next month. Send in your email of your challenge cache finds before the next show. Even if we don't get to read them all, we do appreciate you sending them in, and we'll put you into the drawing for the path tag. And the winner this month is Acorn Mama. So congratulations, and we'll be in touch to get you that path tag. And
Oh.
Gary is home in California.
All right.
Very good. Thanks for joining us, Gary.
for at least the night, maybe.
All right. We have a new hashtag for the show, and it is hashtag Where's Gary B. I love it. I love it.
Super.
And congratulations, Acorn Mama. We're happy for you.
Yeah. All right. So Jeff, Stephanie, thank you very much for joining us tonight and helping us spill the beans.
Thanks
Congratulations on your upcoming wedding. When is that wedding?
It'll be in the fall, in September.
Yeah.
In the fall. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And don't let him do any geocaching when you go on your honeymoon.
He wants to have he wants to the wedding, but then he wants to have what is it, a mini event or
like a flash mob event.
Oh, a flash mob event. Oh, sure.
Yes.
Stephanie, I don't know how you feel about this, but yes.
I don't know what it.
Oh,
I don't know. We have to discuss that.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. The year
I
got
think you're
married.
in trouble on that one.
Ammo can groom cake.
All right. Well, again, we're going to
married.
Yeah.
We'll
have the show notes
44
posted.
caches.
And we'll do that.
You were busy.
Yeah, only 44 caches the year I got married, but that included my honeymoon caches. I had to get caches in Hawaii. I mean, who doesn't, right?
They'll keep me on a tight leash, just reel me back in.
Yeah,
it's just
you guys are going to have so much fun.
Him, and it's part of him. I have to just be accepting of his geocaching.
That's right.
And we want to enjoy it together. And other things as well, so
at your pace.
We enjoy.
Yeah, you'll find your couple pace exactly.
Yeah,
it'll work out great. Yeah. Kitty Catch says a flash mob after a wedding is crucial. This is the geocacher's version of good luck, I think.
I think it is. Yeah. All right.
Good.
So thank you to the chat room. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Sorry.
And our next show is the first Sunday of June, June 4th. And be watching. Our show notes will be posted shortly after the show airs in the video description on YouTube. And we'll have our links to the passports for all of you guys to get your hands on that and get planning and finding.
And I lost my place in the notes. Oh, here we go. So, thanks for watching and listening. And in the words of the great General George Patton, accept challenges so that you may feel the exhilaration of victory. And remember,
that's awesome.
It's not about the numbers. It's about the challenge.
Challenge accepted.
That's right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night. What is that? It's like a Pac-Man.
Good night.